Do you want to build a personal brand online? PC Mastercamp is for you.
PC Mastercamp is the accelerator of the next big personal brands.
It is the most interactive and transformative 3-day virtual camp you'll ever attend in the Philippines.
You will be equipped with the clarity, direction, and foundation for creating a unique, effective, and profitable personal brand.
Discover your strengths and learn how to leverage them.
Obtain the technical skills and knowledge to maintain and grow your brand.
You will do all of this with close guidance, support, and accountability from the community.
Learn from the coaches that specialize in different areas of brand building such as strengths mastery, brand identity, brand growth, graphic design, video creation, and writing.
So Passionate Creators is actually a community of purpose-driven and remarkably supportive individuals.
Pursuing what you love and reaching for the stars will be the new normal once you're surrounded with brand builders and thought leaders.
It's your turn to transform your passion into a living.
Transform your plan into action.
And make your message go viral.
In PC Mastercamp,
Passions will be made real. Together with RTD Vlogging Academies, Real Talk Darbs.
this is where it starts.
PC Mastercamp is for you.
Enroll now!
See you in PC Mastercamp.
Ayan. Hi everyone! Good afternoon. Di pala ako nakasunod. Ayan. Nawala kasi bigla yung internet ko. Anyways, ano na pala, 6 o'clock na pala. Good evening! Early good evening to everybody. And thank you for joining us today. So today, well technically this is already our day 4. We're gonna talk about strengths tonight. How strengths will be able to improve your quality of life, not just as a person, but also a business owner. For branding and graphic design, I will play them because I've had a really terrible internet connection for the past few days. So I would be playing them. We should have it either tonight or tomorrow. Don't worry, those will be posted. And I will be adding them in. There was a group, meron lang parang part na guide. So I'll include it there so that you can watch the recordings or the replay of the discussions anytime. So today, as I mentioned, basically we will be focusing more on you getting to know yourself by finding out or knowing what your strengths are. As we mentioned last Tuesday, so basically what we have now is giving you a gist of what the Master Camp will be providing you for not just 3 days, but actually for 5 days. So here, Coach Ron, our guest for today, who is Coach Ron Magsalin, who's a Gallup Strengths coach. So basically, he'll give you a gist of why it's good to know or find out what your strengths are as a person, and of course, why is it important for business owners or entrepreneurs to understand and focus what their strengths are. Basically, it's to be able to determine what will help you be more successful in life and in business, and at the same time, be able to know how to improve is not the right way, pero parang how you can actually make that your strength stronger as well. How to develop it, if that's the right word. How to develop your strength. So again, our guest for today is of course one of Passionate Creators Coach, Coach Ron Magsalin. Hi, Coach. How are you today?
Hello, good evening. I'm doing very great. Thank you for inviting me, Miss Mary.
Yes, of course. Always delighted to have you, and
Mm-mm.
of course, you, the passionate creators, coaches, um, discuss in the group. As we shared last time, so this is actually the second time that I have guested passionate creators. However, for the first time, it was more of an intimate session with the 30-day master camp group. Master camp, ano ba yun? Napaghalo-halo ko na. 30 day masterclass group. So today, basically this week, I wanted to share them to the entire community. So just to give you a background, Coach Ron Magsalin is a Gallup certified strengths coach, a team synergy coach, and also the founder of Mindful Pockets, and also Coach Ron Magsalin Facebook page. So as I mentioned, so he is the resident strengths coach of Passionate Creators. Yan. So, okay, so I'm going to leave the floor to Coach Ron. Guys, if you have any questions, put them on the comment box. And then after the discussion of Coach Ron, we will address or answer any questions if you have. Okay? All
All
right. I'll see you in
right.
a bit, Coach. All right, sige.
All right. So guys, magkakaroon lang tayo ng mga ng presentation. So my name is Coach Ron. You can call me Ron or Coach. Kahit anong pwede nyong itawag sa akin. So Miss Mary, let's just share my presentation. So what we are going to discuss, or what I'm going to discuss today, is about what is strength all about, and ano yung may tutulong sa atin ng strengths for us to have a higher quality of life, mas maging satisfied tayo sa mga different areas of our life. So let's start first sa tinatawag nating the wheel of well-being. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng wheel of well-being? I really suggest for you guys to have a pen and paper, ball pen, pencil, paper, so that magkaroon tayo ng assessment when it comes to how happy are we sa current life natin. So what is this for? Itong wheel of well-being. This will give us a visualized representation or snapshot of how we feel today in a particular moment about the different aspects of our life. Meron tayong career, financial, social, relationships, health, community, spiritual, and skills and knowledge, or the self-growth, since we are talking about quality of life. And then i-relate natin yung strengths, kung paano natin mapapataas yung satisfaction level natin when it comes to our different aspects of our life. So let's start first with career. So what we are going to do now is you are going to rate your career from 1 to 10. Okay? 1 meaning you are not satisfied. 10 is you are highly satisfied if you will rate it to 10. When you are thinking about career, do not think about where you are now. Okay? Hindi yung, eto pa lang ako, nagsisimula pa lang ako, so I will rate my career as 1 or 2 or 3. No. When we are going to rate our career, you think about the path and direction. Are you in a career where you see that there is an opportunity for you to grow, for you to prosper, and do you see that your career is the direction that you are taking is something that you want to take? Or maybe naman, if you're not satisfied kasi you wish you were doing something else. So from 1 to 10, how are you going to rate the satisfaction level in terms of your career? Now, let's talk about finances naman. Now, iba yung sinasabi nating iba yung I want more. Iba kasi yung I am satisfied now, I just want more. So if you are satisfied but you just want more, you can rate it 10. The idea here is effectively ba minamanage mo yung finances mo? Are you satisfied? Are you a person na you do not have worries when it comes to finances? But if you are parang hindi ka masaya, bakit ito lang yung income ko, ayoko ng ganitong buhay, ganyan, you can rate it low. Pero if you're happy, satisfied, but if you just want more, you can rate it 10 pa din naman. So we are talking about managing your financial or economic life. So rate nyo na yan from 1 to 10. Hopefully, no, sinusulat nyo to. Okay? Now, tingnan naman natin when it comes to social. The sense of belongingness. Feel mo ba that you belong in a community or supportive environment? Do you feel na yung mga tao sa paligid mo are accepting of you? Ina-accept ka nila as a person? Or do you feel na parang hindi ka, parang out of place ako? Gaano ka-supportive yung mga friends mo or your family members? Rate it from 1 to 10. Are you satisfied or hindi? Okay? So, hopefully, sinulat nyo na yan sa papel nyo. When it comes to relationships, ito naman is more on intimate, no? How satisfied are you with your current state of relationship? Happy ka ba kahit single ka? Or you are just trying to convince yourself na happy ka? May mga tao na I'm really happy na single. Meron namang iba na naghappy-happyhan lang, trying to convince themselves na single ako, pero happy naman ako eh. Pero longing pala for a partner. Or maybe, are you in a mutually rewarding relationship? Meron kang partner and you see na genuine yung pagsasama namin, honest yung pagsasama namin, and we are growing together. So you can rate it high. Okay? But if you are wishing na sana wala na lang ako sa relationship na to, you can rate it low. Bakit natin to ginagawa? When it comes to personal growth, the first thing that we have to discover is the truth in our situation. How are we going to grow as a person if hindi natin ina-accept kung nasaan tayo ngayon? So this is what we are doing today. Understanding the level of satisfaction in different aspects of our life. Now, dito naman tayo when it comes to, saan na ba ako? Okay, community, but community, alright? Community is about you knowing na you are doing something that creates an impact to other people. Na yung life mo may meaning, merong purpose, at may nagagawa sa ibang tao. So lahat tayo, we need people. We need people around us. We need to do something for other people. Hinahanap natin yan eh. Ikaw ba ay engage in a community? Meron ka bang nagagawang impact sa ibang tao? Do you feel that you are important as a person? Important ka sa paningin ng ibang tao? Dahil meron kang binibigay or meron kang nako-contribute na value. If you're longing for it, parang I'm still thinking ano ba yung nagagawa kong impact sa iba. E di, i-rate mo to ng low. Doesn't matter. The good thing with this is aware tayo ngayon. Or if you are in a community na nakakatulong ka, na you are happy because you get to make an important impact to other people, rate mo na siya as high. Right? Next naman is health. Okay, ang health is not just about physical. It involves emotional and mental health. So when we talk about health, let's talk about energy. Paggising mo ba sa umaga, parang you are ready to face the world, or parang ikaw yung tao na ayoko pa, kung pwede pa akong matulog ng matagal. Paano mo i-rate yung health mo? This is about you having the energy to do things on a daily basis and about you being happy sa physical aspect of your life, emotional, and even mental. How are you going to rate your health? From 1 to 10. 1 is not satisfied. 10 is highly satisfied. Next naman is spiritual. This is about connection. Ano ba to? What is connection? How connected are you to your inner self? And how connected are you to something that is bigger than you or your outer world? Hindi ito about religion, alright? This is about connecting deep inside you, knowing na you are authentic to yourself, authentic, and you honor your desire, kumbaga, you do not, ikaw mismo, you are accepting of your own self. And at the same time, when it comes to things outside, yung outside world mo, are you connected to a higher being? Rate it from 1 to 10. Hindi ito about religion. Again, ha? If you are longing, parang may hinahanap akong connection within myself or maybe something higher than me, if you are longing for it, then rate it low. The good thing with this is alam mo sa sarili mo na hindi ka nag-deny. Okay? And lastly is skills and knowledge. Okay? Are you exerting effort ba to improve or to acquire new skills? May mga times ba na natututo ka pa in terms of knowledge? Or may ginagawa kang bago? If na-enjoy mo yung sarili mo and you see yourself as growing in terms of skills and knowledge, rate this as high as you want. Kung 10 yan, go 10. Kung mahilig kayo. Nakita ko dito sa community na to, this is about knowing ecom, ganyan. May mga tao dito na first time lang, so exerting effort. But if you are feeling na parang I'm stuck parang hindi na nadadagdagan yung kaalaman ko, then you can rate it as low if you want to. All right? Now, anong ibig sabihin na to? Sino sa inyo yung nag-answer ng 9 and 10? All right? So, sino sa inyo yung nag-answer ng 9 and 10? So, congratulations pag nag-answer ka ng 9 and 10 dito sa different areas na to. Congratulations, it means na you are highly satisfied in the different aspects of this wheel of well-being kung 9 to 10. If you rated some parts from 1 to 6, ibig sabihin, you are not satisfied. But again, congratulations. That means may clarity ka. Why? Kapag hindi ka satisfied at clear sa'yo na hindi ka satisfied, this is an opportunity for you to move forward na. And this is an opportunity to know kasi alam mo na yung starting point mo kung saan ka magpo-focus ng growth mo. Pero ang tanong, Coach Ron, what if my answer is 7 or 8? Kanina, 9 and 10 is green zone. Very good, no? Just continue with that. Yung 1 to 6 is red. Ibig sabihin, you are not satisfied. And the good thing with that, you can have time to reflect and know how to grow in these different areas of your life na hindi ka satisfied. Yung 7 and 8 is the yellow zone. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Ito yung mga areas ng life mo na hindi mo alam kung tatakbo ka ba or hindi. Hindi mo alam kung mag-move forward ka ba or hindi. It's because you are not ready to accept that you are not happy in this area of your life. Kasi nga nasa 7 and 8. Parang satisfied ako pero hindi. Hindi ako satisfied pero satisfied ako. So be careful in these areas of your life. Come from the position of truth. Ano yung totoo here? Are you really satisfied or not? Because itong wheel of well-being natin, this is just a yes or no question. It's either you are satisfied or not. Walang in the middle. Agree ba? So now, kung alam mo na hindi ka satisfied at may mga parts ng life mo na hindi mo gusto yung quality or hindi ka masaya, this is an opportunity for you to know na it's time for me to grow. It's time for me to change or it's time for me to move forward. Why? Because it's either you are ready to move forward or not. Pero ang isang tao, hindi gagalaw yan kung wala siyang desire to move forward. And kung wala kang desire, hindi ka nagkakaroon ng ganong malakas na desire kasi kung okay na sa'yo kung nasaan ka ngayon, talagang hindi ka gagalaw. So, paano ba magkakaroon ng desire? Kailangan may vision ka in the future that your vision is much better than where you are right now. It's just that when we think about growth, when we think about development, usually, ang unang tinitignan natin, yung hindi magandang part ng sarili natin. I want to grow as a person. I want to develop myself. So, ang una natin tinitignan yung mga pangit, yung mga weaknesses natin. Why? Kasi ganun tayo pinalaki. Simula ng pagbata, ang unang-unang napapansin sa atin yung mga bagay na mali tayo. Naturuan tayo na if you wanna grow, if you want to succeed, kailangan mong ayusin yung mga bagay na hindi maganda sa'yo. And ganun yung nangyari sa atin hanggang sa paglaki, ganun na tayo. Ganun natin tinitignan yung sarili natin. So I'll give an example. A person with ito na yung mga strengths natin, language, activator. Yan. Someone with activator loves to start something. But dahil nga mahilig siyang mag-start, minsan may mga negative self-talk na siya na, ay, parang wala na akong na-accomplish. Tinatamad na ako in the middle. Parang wala na akong natatapos sa mga ginagawa ko. Magsisimula ako ng isang bagay, pero hindi ko naman natatapos. So kayo guys, sino sa inyo nakaranas ng ganito? Who among you have this self-talk that you don't accomplish anything? That you are only good at starting something but you never accomplish something great in your life. Diba? Yun yung nakikita natin sa sarili natin na, hindi ako magaling. Meron namang ibang tao na because they are high in competition, why am I comparing myself all the time to the performance of other people? Parang mas magaling sila, I'm not good enough compared to this person. Mas marami silang benta. Yan, and then, kapag kino-compare mo yung sarili mo sa iba, nanliliit naman yung, yung sarili mo. But there are also people comparing themselves to other people because they want to feel that they are superior to other people. Nang nangyayari is this, when they started comparing, ano ba yan? Hindi masyadong maganda yung gawa mo, mas maganda yung gawa ko, you lost and I won. Then sometimes they become offensive. Nagkakaroon ng hurtful experiences with other people. And then you start feeling, am I a bad person? Ganun na, another negative self-talk. Sino naman sa inyo yung may ganitong self-talk? Why am I too emotional? Bakit ang bilis kong masaktan? And when it comes to my decision, whether in business, whether in money, or even in relationship, why am I easily swayed by my emotions? Na nagiging impractical na ako. Na nakakagawa ako ng mga wrong decisions in my life because of my emotions. And then we start thinking about ang bobo ko. Yung mga ganyan, because I always make decision out of my emotions. Bakit ba ako ganito? So we started, ganito tayo nasanay, thinking about the things that are wrong sa atin. Another thing is this, example, you are a person na very cautious, diba? Ayan, na very cautious ka na hindi ka makapag-start ng something. Na you can easily get stressed because you are thinking too much of the things that might go wrong. And then, mangyayari is, hindi ka na magsisimula. And then another talk mo na naman sa sarili mo, why can't I start? Why do I always lose the opportunities na dumadating sa buhay ko? Whether business yan, or even relationships, or even connections with other people. Bakit nahihiya akong mag-initiate ng connection sa ibang tao? And kapag naisip ko na yan, masyado akong natatakot kung ano yung pwedeng mangyari, wala na akong nagagawa. Meron namang ibang tao na, why do I procrastinate? Kasi naghihintay ako ng perfect time. Naghihintay ako ng perfect way to execute. Naghihintay ako ng perfect people to be my partners. And may mga times na because of being too perfectionist, thin line perfectionist, nagiging self-critical or even critical to other people. And then you start seeing na, why am I not good enough? Why am I not satisfied with my accomplishment? Parang hindi ako nagiging masaya sa buhay ko. I want to strive for more. Ganyan. Ang nangyayari is, every time na may accomplishment ka, laging sasabihin mo, bakit eto lang? And then because of that, we are looking at the things that are, sabihin na natin, weaknesses natin, yung mga hindi masyadong magandang part sa atin, you start believing your mga irrational thoughts and yung mistaken beliefs like, I'm not good enough, I am powerless, I am not important, I am a failure. And pag paulit-ulit na dun tayo nakatingin lagi sa weaknesses natin, paniniwalaan na natin that we are this. We are not good enough. Nagiging core identity na natin siya. Pero meron tayong intention talaga. Ang intention lang natin is, I just want to grow. I just want to develop myself. It's just that because we focus on the things that we are not good at or yung mga weaknesses natin, bakit ganon yung purpose ko of growing, end up, nagkakaroon ako ng mistaken beliefs at I started believing them. And when we focus on that, nakakapagod. Agree ba, guys? Nakakapagod, no? So, yung weight or our capacity to focus on the negative inputs ng life natin, it's because lumaki tayo na we just want to be out of problems or out of harm's way. Diba? Gusto lang natin maging safe. It's just that focusing on that part will only cause us to be unhappy in life even if you succeed sa mga goals mo. And nangyari na rin yan sa akin. And ito yung sabi sa akin ng manager ko before when I was working abroad. Sabi niya, you know what, Ron? You are aware of the things that you are not good at. But do you know how good you are? And then hindi ako nakasagot. Kayo guys, do you know how good you are? Alam mo yung mga bagay na hindi ka magaling. Pero alam mo ba yung mga bagay na magaling ka? Minsan nakakalimutan natin yan. Lahat tayo, binigyan tayo ng kanya-kanyang patterns of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors na tinatawag nating talents. And those talents can be proactively and productively applied. It's just that, yung talents natin, yun din yung reason bakit you are drawn to certain things and may mga bagay na ayaw kang gawin. It's just that, ang nangyayari is that we are focusing on the things that we don't want to do because naiinggit tayo sa iba without realizing na wait lang, pwede pala akong mag-focus on the things that I am good at. For example, itong tao na to na kanina na, bakit ba wala akong natatapos na mga bagay? It's because your power or your innate potential for greatness is actually turning ideas into action and making things happen. So kung nakita mo na andito yung power ko and galing ko in making ideas into actions, what I can do pala is find different ideas that I can initiate so that they can be turned into something tangible and actionable. Paano yung in the middle? Ibig sabihin, hindi nandoon yung strength ko pala. So, ibig sabihin, it's an opportunity for me to partner with people who are task-oriented to make sure na in the middle, sila naman ang magko-continue. So I can start, so partnering with other people na who will continue, task-oriented, so that I can start new projects. Ang nangyari is, nagkaroon ako ng powerful collaborations with other people. Meron naman yung idea na, why am I constantly comparing my own performance to others? Bakit ba ako ganito? Ayun pala, because meron tayong competitive spirit sa sarili natin, yung competition talents. And ma-realize natin na yes, you have the tendency to continuously compare yourself to other people, but you also have this power to raise the enthusiasm, to raise the level of excellence by creating a culture of winning. Diba? Winning culture. So, ibig sabihin is, the idea here is looking for ways to win together rather than just feeling inferior kasi mas magaling yung iba. This is about you understanding paano ko gagamitin yung competitive talents ko so that we can all win together. Ayan. Ito naman, mataas ang empathy. Hindi natin na-realize na akala lang natin too emotional lang yung mga tao, pero meron pa lang silang power na kaya nilang mag-build and mag-nurture ng relationships na totoo at genuine. The idea here is paano ko to magagamit sa business ko, making sure na my team members feel na ang ang organization namin or yung team namin, malalim ang pinagsasamahan. And someone na too cautious, na nahihirapan mag-execute, ang galing pala niya is into planning, reducing risk, preventing problems. So, saan ko pwedeng magamit yung power ko or yung strength ko when it comes to building and managing my business? Hindi ka lang takot. Hindi lang plainly takot magsimula. Ang galing mo pala kasi is into planning and reducing risk. Now, kung dito yung galing ko, may tendency ako na hindi ako ang mag-i-initiate ng execution or action, it's an opportunity naman to partner with someone who will push me to take action. Or yung kaninang pinag-usapan natin na activator, partnering with people who have the tendency to start an idea. And maximizer naman is perfectionist ako eh. I'm too picky. Parang hindi masyado akong critical sa ibang tao and critical to myself also. So parang feeling ko wala na lang good enough. And then ma-realize natin na wait, yung power pala niyan and strength pala niyan is actually about excellence. It's about progress, both in projects and also with people you are working with. The idea here is, yes, hindi sa'yo bagay yung, okay, this is good enough. But, na-realize natin na, wait, hindi naman talaga ako perfectionist. Hindi naman ako talaga too picky. It's just that I wanna do things in excellence. Ito yung power ko. Always progressing as a person. Now, ano yung connection nitong mga strengths na to para masabi kung gaano ka yung quality of life mo or overall well-being mo as a person? Tayo, yung mga talents natin, merong yung blind spot nito yung tawag, katulad ng kanina sinabi natin yan, blind spot. Meron din yung power. Now, it's up to you where you will focus. Are you going to focus on your weaknesses? Or are you going to focus sa greatness ng sarili mo? Sabi ni Meng Su, no? Those who follow the part of themselves, again, meron tayong great part, meron din tayong small part. So if we follow what is great sa sarili natin, we become great. But if we follow what is small, we become small. So it's up to you which one you will start your development. Sa strength mo ba or sa weaknesses mo ba? When it comes to strengths-based development, we recommend that you start first with with identifying and discovering ano na yung natural sa'yo na galing. Diba? Ano yung natural sa'yo na galing? Why? Because there's an opportunity for you to grow more, faster pa, and at the same time, mas masaya kesa focusing on your weaknesses. Pero ibig sabihin ba nito na kakalimutan mo na or i-ignore mo na yung mga weaknesses mo? Hindi naman. It's just that you will focus more on developing what is already great and good in you. And then at the same time, yung mga bagay na hindi ka magaling, yun yung mga ima-manage mo para hindi maging problema or yun yung part ng mga responsibilities mo na i-delegate mo sa ibang tao. Example, I'm not very good when it comes to promoting myself. Hindi ako pabida-bida na tao, no? So doon ako mahina. So when it comes to my business, my collaboration will include people who will promote me. Kasi hindi ako very uncomfortable sa akin na ako mismo magpro-promote ng sarili ko. But I know I can focus on the things that I am already great at. Why? Kasi mas mabilis maging magaling. Mas mabilis maging great at something you are already good at rather than starting something, turning bad into just good. Why? Kasi kapag nag-focus ka on something bad or yung weaknesses mo, it will take a lot of effort. And the only thing or the most that you can be in that area is just mediocre. So will you be happy in life? Tataas ba yung quality of life mo kung magiging mediocre lang tayo dun sa part na yun? So if you have the opportunity to develop yourself, start with where you are good at. And find ways. If you can, diba, hire people to do the things na hindi mo natural na galing. Why? Because people na nasa strength zone are people who are always looking forward in life. Whether relationship, whether career, connecting with people. Kapag nasa strength zone ka, always looking forward. Mas madami ang positive interactions with people. You treat people better. We're not saying na wala ka ng negative experiences, but you have more positive and you treat people better. Mas maraming na-achieve in life. Mas madaming innovative moments, positive and creative ideas. And lastly, happier in life. So I want you to choose. Are you going to choose the part that is greater in you? What are the things that you want more of? Or are you going to focus pa rin sa mga bagay na hindi maganda sa'yo? I suggest, highly recommend to start having more and developing the part in you that is great, because this will definitely enhance the quality of your life. All right, so thank you very much, Miss Mary. And isa to sa mga topics na we really include sa Mastercamp ng Passionate Creators, because we believe that when it comes to personal branding in any aspect of our life, if we use our talents and strengths, mas magkakaroon tayo ng opportunity to have a life na mas masaya, mas enjoyable, and more success in life. So thank you very much, guys, and I hope that you enjoyed my presentation for today. May presentation.
Ayan.
Ayan lang
Thank you
po.
for, wala pa naman silang question. Thank you for
Mm.
that, for that, Coach Ron. So I just wanted to,
Yes.
this, not discuss naman. I just wanted to mention, some of my key takeaways from your
Mm-mm.
discussion. So first is, yung sabi mo nga, di ba? Kumaga parang what we're used to is we always look at what are, ba yan, mali pa yung spelling ko, what our weaknesses are and what we are not too good at. So we always
Mm-mm.
dwell on them. Parang,
Kaya
yun nga, when we
nakakalungkot,
were
'di ba?
young,
Yung parang una mo nakikita sa sarili mo kung ano yung pangit, 'di ba? Nakakalungkot yung ganong buhay.
right? But technically, no, parang hindi, you wouldn't, I mean, before Gallup, no, kumbaga parang it's
Mm-mm.
not something that you would think na parang, ay, it's bad pala. Kasi yun nga eh, kumbaga parang we're used to dwelling on our opportunities. Like ako, aminado ako because I was in parang on a management level from supervisor to manager level for ilang years din, parang 8 years, parang ganun.
Mm-mm.
And kumbaga part of yung mga coaching session palagi is what are your strengths, what are your areas for opportunity, or what are your
Mm-mm.
areas for improvement. Tapos
Yeah.
always trying to work on the areas for improvement. Kumbaga parang
Mm-mm.
when you talk about the good things, parang you just
Mm-mm.
parang baligtad eh.
Top lang,
Before
no?
kasi baligtad eh. Oo. Kumbaga before, what you're good at, parang
Mm-mm.
pinapasadahan mo lang siya. Parang just to
Mm-mm.
start the discussion positive. And then
Mm-mm.
you and your, whoever you're coaching, you focus
Mm-mm.
on their areas of opportunity. Yun talaga yung focus of the discussion, but not how to further develop
Kung
the
saan ka na
areas
magaling.
of strength. Oo, correct.
Yes. Ganyan yung
So,
tinatawag namin dati nung ano rin ako eh, yung supervisor. Yung tinatawag natin sandwich feedback na positive
mm,
muna, sasabihin mo, and then ano yung mga areas of improvement or the negative, and then
yes.
another positive. Pero yung action plan, nakafocus
Sandwich.
saan? Sa
Areas
negative.
of opportunity. Correct. Totoo.
Oo, doon.
That's so
Na
true. That's so true.
ang nakakalimutan natin is how are we going to manage? What can you ano yung plans na pwede natin gawin para ma-manage yung areas of improvement para hindi siya maging problem? Dapat may ganon, 'di ba?
Right.
Management of the weaknesses. But how are we going to create more positive experiences pa? How are we
Yes.
going to make your day at work a best,
Correct.
parang more best days at work? And we can only do that
Yes.
by enhancing palalo where the person is already strong at. Na alam niya na recognize ng manager ko na meron akong mga areas to improve on, may mga mali, pero na-recognize niya na ang development namin ngayon is we focus on where I am already good at. Even when it comes to habits. 'Di ba? For example, mahilig kumain ng junk food. 'Di ba? So,
Aray ko.
ayoko nang kumain ng junk food. Ang ginagawa natin, I will stop eating junk food. I will stop eating junk food. So, yung mind natin, thinking of, may aalisin ka, may mawawala sa'yo.
Mm.
Diba? But if you focus on something, I am going to eat a lot of healthier food. So, mas madami akong kakainin na healthy food, Eventually, makakalimutan mo na hindi na pala ako kumakain ng junk food. Parang feeling mo, walang nabawas sa'yo, meron pang dinagdag. Yeah.
Correct.
And which is already good in you. Ganon yung idea ng strengths-based development. Dagdagan pa natin yung where you are already good at.
Yes. Tsaka yung just to add on nga sa, yung dinadaanan lang natin yung
parang good to know.
areas of strength. Na kumbaga parang, di ba, usually ang action plan lang if someone is doing good on something, we just tell them, keep up the good work or continue doing it. Pero yun nga, walang action plan based on what the strengths are. Which
walang
shouldn't be
nakasabi na, the idea here is, diba, nakita ko this is where you are already good at. How do you see yourself stretching pa more and building from
Correct.
there? Diba? Yun yung
Yes.
nawawala sa atin.
Oo. Kasi nakafocus nga tayo sa areas of opportunity
Yes.
or areas for improvement. And then, yun, second thing is, yun nga, it's good to know what your strengths are to also have a better understanding of yourself. Parang sabi mo kanina, especially for empaths, no? Especially one, if you don't know that you're an empath yet. So guys, if you don't know that you're an empath yet, na yun nga, madali kang maapektuhan sa mood ng iba or na yung
Agree.
energy ng iba na nakaka-capture mo pero hindi mo naiintindihan bakit. Or parang for some people naman, like if you're not that person, parang you're thinking, ano ba ito? Napaka-arte naman ito. Or parang,
yeah. Judger na.
parang kinuwento ko lang na ito yung nangyari sa akin, siya pa yung umiyak. 'Di ba may mga ganun, lalo na if feel nila yung feel ni empath yung lalim ng bigat ng nararamdaman mo, 'di ba? Minsan nga, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, kasi meron ako isang video na pinapanood and she said she's an empath. And then, she watched a movie, parang it was a sad movie. She was dating someone and the guy wanted them to watch that movie together. Ayaw niya talaga. Kasi she knows that she will break down and she will look stupid talaga. Like, sobrang hahagulgul siya. Ayaw niya, pero mapilit yung guy. So, no choice, nanood siya. So, talagang breakdown siya to the highest level na nagulat yung guy na parang, oh my God, sira ulo ba to? Tapos after nun, kinikanta niya kasi after nun, hindi na nagparamdam ever yung guy sa kanya. So, parang yun nga, kumbaga parang it wasn't, parang sometimes we might think their people are crazy or we might be surprised with how they respond to things. Pero yun nga, it's actually part of their personality or their strength. Yan, especially with empath. So, kaya it's really good to know what your strengths are kasi you also have a better understanding of yun, your decision. Bakit ganun ka mag-decide? Bakit ganun ka mag-react sa mga tao? Or bakit ganun yung tingin mo sa mga bagay-bagay. Parang ako, I'm an activator. One of my strengths is an activator. And then, totoo talaga sa activator yung I would say na when it comes to ideas, sobrang dami. Tapos gusto mo agad na, okay, let's do it. Kasi nagagawa siya agad. Pero hindi siya talaga natatapos. Kumbaga parang, like, I remember before, when I was younger, mahilig ako mag-cross-stitch. Sobrang dami kong patterns ng cross-stitch. Yung mga malalaki pa, yung gusto ko yung mga finish-ring. Siguro maabot lang ako, siguro mga ilang araw ko lang gagawin yung isang pattern. Tapos parang ayoko na, papalit, iba na naman. Puro ganun ako palagi. Kaya nung nakita ko yung stress activator, ito pala, so it's so me. Talagang ganun talaga. You always love starting things. Parang ano ko palagi, parang okay, there's may idea, sige, go, i-ano natin agad. Implementation agad yan. Pero yun nga, biglang magtataka ako na bakit ang dami-daming project, wala akong natatapos. Ganun ako. Or kahit simple sa mga, I would say kahit siguro yung mga bigla kang sinipag magluto. Sipag ka, maggayat and all, pero hugas ng plato wala.
Ang idea kasi dyan, dapat meron kang ka-partner. Na meron kang ka-partner na gagawa in the middle.
And that brings me to my number 3. To my number 4 pa pala. Skip mo na natin si number 3. It's good to know your team's strengths and talents too, so that you know how it's best to work together. Parang yun nga, sabi mo, diba, like if you're an activator, ang ka-partner mo dapat is, sabi mo, task-oriented?
Pwede task-oriented, pwedeng may discipline, merong focus. So, may mga tao na hindi mahilig magsimula, pero kapag nasimulan nila, tuloy-tuloy na sila, naka-auto-pilot na sila. So, yun yung mga taong, kailangan natin maging ka-partner.
Correct. Tapos yung, I think before, parang, meron minsan, end ko muna yung number 3. So, yung number 3 is, let's focus on developers' strengths with talents. Sabi mo nga, build on who you already are. Kasi, di ba, parang minsan, like ako, sabi ko nga, di ba, there would be times na may isip mo na parang, bakit ganun ako? Parang, I like starting things. Lagi lang ako nasa umpisa, pero bakit palagi akong maraming hindi natatapos? And sometimes you would think na, am I lazy? Or am I a bad person? Nagganon ako? Or, back, di ba ganon? You tend to question. Tapos when you see other people, when they do projects, end to finish, end to end, talagang complete. So parang na-amaze ka na parang sana ganun din ako. Parang bakit ba hindi ako ganun? So dun dumarating yung biglang, you tend to question yourself. Why am I, yun nga, di ba? Since you don't know di ba? Why am I like this? And then you tend, ako pa naman overthink, may pagka-overthinker din ako na, yung kung ano yung naiisip mo, parang am I a bad person? Lazy ba ako? Irresponsible ba ako? Yung gano'n na. Yun nga, parang learn, knowing what your strengths are. And if you're able to really focus on what your strengths and talents are, yun nga, it helps you, as what I mentioned, it going back to number 2, helps you to understand yourself better. At the same time, if you're working on a team, it's when you also know each other's strengths, you know where to put people when it comes to get delegation tasks, saan nyo sila ilalagay. Tapos nga, division, like, okay, sabi mo nga, di ba, activator and ano yung mga dapat nakapartner para a plan or a project can be seamless or would go well. And at the same time, like, I remember when I was still a manager, there would be times na I would interview people and to hire, parang sabi ko siguro, if you're an interviewer, it's good to know, or it's good to make people take the Gallup Strengths training for you to be able to identify. Ewan ko, I think that's something that HR people should, and recruitment should actually start doing. Lalo na, like, say, example, call center, di ba? Ipi-place mo sa sales, ipi-place mo sa technical support, ipi-place mo sa customer service. But if you know the strengths of these people, even without interviewing them, you know where it's potentially best to put them. And then parang the interview is just an add-on. Na parang, okay, sige, validation, parang technically validation lang siya. Na okay, good to put this
lang natin
people there.
Yung mga talents, magdadagdag lang ako, yung mga talents natin, actually, pwede rin natin siyang gamitin in any areas. It's just that may mga roles na we will flourish more using our talents because may opportunity to use our talents. But when it comes to selection naman ng when it comes to roles or what, okay din yan na alam ng mga interviewer or recruitment kung ano yung mga talents nila. But the most that we can do is paano nila magagamit yung talents nila sa role na meron na sila ngayon.
Right.
Ayan. Right. And parang ganito yan, parang these are the things that I'm already good at. And majority of my role, hindi siya nagagamit. So ano pa kaya yung pwede kong magawa sa role ko ngayon na I can do more para mas ma-enjoy ko at magawa ko yung mga bagay na I am already good at. Kung walang opportunity, doon ka na dahan-dahan nag-iisip ng plan kung saan ako pupunta. Ganyan. Ano yung mga task na pwede kong hingin na pwede bang ito na lang yung gawin ko. Ayan.
Yes, that's right. That's correct. So I just wanted to, so guys, just so that you are aware. So I just wanted to share. So when I took my Gallup Strengths training, so this is my top 5 strengths. So there's a total of, ilan ba ito, coach? 30, kalat-kalat yung number. There's 34, parang there's 34 strengths overall. And then through the test, parang the basic test, is it tama bang tawag yung basic test? Parang the basic test will give you the top 5. And I think yun naman yung pinaka-important is the top 5. But parang there's another parang higher fee lang where you get to see all 34 and where they're at. But actually, just by knowing what your top 5 is already great. And sabi ko nga, diba, I keep sharing na, like with what happened to my company, ojMD, Because before it was my ex-partner. He was the face of the brand. He was always the one doing all the. He was the face. He was the brand ambassador. That's why
Mm-hmm.
when he decided that he was leaving, parang my biggest fear was how can I fill up his shoes? Since he is the one who's known by our community, he's the one known by our followers. People who know me are our network. And when I say
Mm-mm.
network, kumbaga parang more on like if we have events, sila yung nagiging speaker or yung mga nagiging partners namin, they know me because I
Mm-mm.
do the negotiations with them. Um, but the following, the community, um, hindi nila ako as known. That's why when he said that he was leaving, sabi ko, oh my God, how will I be able to do the things that he was doing? And then I think it was a good thing that
Mm-mm.
because I took NBU and then I attended New Bold University. That's where I
Yes.
got to know Coach Val. And then si Coach
Yes,
Val,
Coach
after
Val.
nun, meron siya naging separate training all
Mm-mm.
about strengths. And that's
Yes.
where the strengths training was needed. Nung una,
Mm-mm.
when I saw this, sabihin ko sa una maintindihan. Kasi like,
Mm-mm.
significance, di ba? Parang significance, you always want to be significant. Mga ganun.
Oo, yeah.
You want to
Create
be
an
known,
impact.
you want to create an
Yes.
impact, tapos competition. Sabi ko, ay, siguro okay. Because I'm very competitive. Sabi ko, sige, go.
Mm-mm.
Tapos yung iba, hindi ko pa masyado naiintindihan. You know what? Communication is kinda a surprise for me, ha? Because I
Mm-mm.
hate writing, even in school, no? Even in
Yes.
school, pag essay, my God,
Ayoko rin yan.
I hate it.
True.
Pag-answerin mo na ako ng fill in the blank, multiple choice, or whatever,
Wag lang
pero pag
essay.
essay, my God, feeling ko talaga babagsak na ako. And it's weird because, di ba, a lot of people like essay. A lot of people
Yes.
like essay. So parang 'di ba pag essay, oh my God, perfect na to, sila ganun. Ako hindi, sabi ko tapos pag sa essay pa, pag kunyari minimum of 3 sentences or minimum of 5, hirap pa akong ma-reach yung number of requirement na yon. But nung nakita ko bigla yung communication, sabi ko, how is this possible? Sabi ko ganyan. But
Mm-mm.
I know naman ako kasi when what do you call this? Pag nagsalita naman ako, kumbaga parang madaldal naman,
Yeah.
ganyan. Or I can articulate myself when I speak. Tapos after this,
Yes.
parang na-realize ko lang, sabi ko, technically, what if I just put what I want to say verbally
Mm-mm.
into writing?
Mm-mm.
So parang sabi ko, okay, makes sense. So parang technically, it's almost similar. It's just that mas dagdag na effort lang siya because instead of it coming out of your mouth, you're
Mm-mm.
writing it. But yun, kumbaga parang, and then, itong top 5 kasi are all under the influence. So there are, ano bang tawag dito,
Yeah.
coach? Yun sa executing influence. Anong tawag dyan? Yung executing influence
Domain.
relation. Ayan. So,
Leadership
kumbaga
domain.
parang, merong group. So, your strengths, meron siyang, parang it's under, there are certain subgroups. And
Yes.
so far, ang napansin ko, karamihan ng mga nag-share ng top 5 nila, parang walang what you call this, coach, walang dominant group.
Mm-mm.
Parang usually kalat-kalat, di ba? Like, merong isa sa executing, may isa sa influencing, baka may dalawa sa
Mm-mm.
relationship building, ganun. And then, parang yung sa akin, may top 5 may top, technically sa top 10 ko, 5 ang 5 ang influence.
Influencing. Yes.
Oo, 5 ang influence. So sabi ko, parang what is this telling me? Sabi ko, what is this telling me? Sabi ko, influence, which I was very scared of, given that,
Before.
I mean, yun nga, the time that, what you call this, the time that,
Nagta-transition.
yun nga, yung, kumbaga parang wala pang plans. He just said that he was leaving, ganyan. So sabi ko, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I cannot do what he's doing. And then, biglang makikita mo na your strengths is parang nasa bulto ng influence na, yun nga, influence group. So sabi ko, influence. So my ex was an influencer, but my strength is telling me that influence is my biggest, is parang
The way
yun
you
yung, oo, yun, doon ang gagaling lahat nung ano ko, nung strengths ko. So sabi
live.
ko, what
Yes.
is this telling me? Sabi ko, is it telling me that I can do it? Is it
Mm-mm.
telling me na I can fill up um what he was doing? Kaya yung parang
Mm-mm.
ganon. So parang, kaya nag-attend ako nung training ni, what do you call this, ni Coach Val. And to
Mm-mm.
be in all honesty, I know I've been sharing this to some during some of my lives, lalo na when I share about what do you call this? Ito nga, yung Gallup, diba minsan pinag-uusapan nga natin yung Gallup niyan. Every time
Yes.
I mention this, or pag nababanggit ko talaga to, na when I found out my strengths, it gave me the confidence to do what I'm doing now. Na parang
Yes.
it made me realize na, okay, kumbaga parang, you're actually prepared to do it because your strengths is actually the things that you need to fill up the shoes of your ex. Parang
Mm-mm.
ganun siya.
Mas
Kaya,
masaya
yun
pa,
yung,
na. Kasi nagagawa mo pa
at
ngayon yung
saka
influencing.
diba, yung sabi mo nga nung last time, diba, when we had the 30-day ecom, when we had the master class, parang you
Yeah.
mentioned na, maybe you were really, ano ba yan yung sabi mo? Parang you're
You were
really
really
fit.
meant to do this, kaya lang nasa likod ka.
Parang since he was the one doing it prior, kumbaga parang sige, sa
Mm-mm.
ano ka lang, dun ka lang sa likod. But technically,
Oo.
you can actually do the same thing.
Mm-mm.
Diba? So, though ako kasi I love hosting, or I
Mm-mm.
like interviewing, mga ganyan. I remember in college, or I think before college, or I think from high school going to college, super fan
Yes.
ako ni Corina Sanchez. I wanted to be
Wow.
the next Corina Sanchez. Kaso nakik-out ako ng uste. Salbahe ako nung ano. No, kasi nung high school ako, my mom was so strict. When I was in high
Oo.
school, my mom was so strict. And then college, UST, dorm. So, syempre, di ba, parang biglang lumabas yung rebellious mode mo na biglang living alone, ganyan, on a
Yeah.
dormitory, without the parent. Tapos, syempre, saka na natututo. Yung mga bisyo-bisyo na ba, nag-umpisa na. Tapos, nagpatong-patong yung mga back subjects. Tapos, hindi ako nagsasummer. Ganun. Kaya biglang enrollment. Pink slip ba yun? O, parang pink slip tawag din eh. Biglang pink slip, ibig sabihin, kick out ka. Hindi ako yung tipo kasi ng tao na, hindi kasi ako yung tipo ng tao na mahilig makiusap. Parang masyado akong,
Mm-mm.
hindi, it's not ego, I don't want to be disappointed, is not, I don't want to be rejected. Na,
Mm-mm.
magsasabi ako na parang, please, pwede ko ba tanggapin niyo ako this sem? Diba, may iba kasi ganun eh, parang nakikiusap sila, tanggapin niyo lang po
Yeah.
ako for this sem, para maghahanap ng school, ganyan. Hindi ko siya ugali. So,
Mm-mm.
lumipat ako ng school. But
School.
kung nag-uste ako, masscom. Masscom ang
Mm-mm.
masscom ang course ko. So yun. So kaya nga, yun nga, that's why as I mentioned, and I keep mentioning, na I think joining NBU
Mm-mm.
actually
Yes.
prepared me for what was in store.
Yes.
Since from NBU, dun ko and training for stress, and biglang ito na gumulo na yung nawala yan. Biglang gumulo na yung
Ayan.
mga pangyayari and all. But with yun nga, if hindi ko alam, siguro if I did not take the test, I don't know if I'm doing this now. Siguro, probably. But siguro I wouldn't be as confident with what
Mm-mm.
I know that I'm capable of, since I don't have um a basis, tama ba? Since I don't have a basis of what I can potentially do. Kumbaga parang nagiging suntok
Ano,
lang siya, parang gagawin ko siya, pero parang suntok lang ba siya sa buwan na, ay, parang
lagi
ganun
ka
ba
pa
yung feeling na,
mag-iisip, lagi ka mag-iisip
oo,
na, para ba ako dito or what? So, kaya ang sabi rin ni Coach Val is strength is about clarity and clarity on where you are going to start your journey. Alam mo na you are
oo.
in the right path because may opportunity ka to use your talents and strengths in this, in this pursuit and journey mo in life. Ayan.
Yes, correct. Kaya ako talagang I always recommend the strengths training. Kumbaga parang it's not just, you know, not just for business, for also for personal life. Also yun nga, kumbaga parang you also get to have a better understanding of yourself. Um uh Yun
Other
nga, kumbaga
people.
parang if you know, 'di ba? If you know, you have a better understanding of other people and it would help you work better
Mm-mm.
with each other or sync with each other. Ayun, diba? So again, guys, so i-share ko lang to, no? So this is the, ano ba yan, ang liit, hindi ko makita. Pero siguro sa screen nila malaki. But this is for the 5-day, it's a 3-day master camp, but technically 5 days siya. Kasi diba, as what we mentioned, there are 2
Mm-mm.
days in between na coaching lang siya. So kumbaga, since there's a lot of activities, and as mentioned, this is a very interactive class or master camp. So that's why there are parang in between, meron siyang coaching lang siya with the coaches, and then you answer the activity sheets kasi meron pong activity sheets. But ayan, this is the schedule or discussions per day. I will share this in the group so that you'll be more
Mga
aware.
gwapo
And
yung
then,
mga dyan, turo.
oo, nakita niyo na si Coach Ron, di ba? Poging-pogi. Oo, poging-pogi. Tapos nakita na nila si Ian. Nakita na nila si Ian.
Oo.
Si Ian Day 1. Si Louie, pinakita ko na rin si Darbs. Tapos nandyan din si Lad. Medyo maliit lang yung picture ni Lad. Pero ito,
Mm-mm.
picture nyo. Ito nasa background natin.
Yeah.
Ayan. Diba? So those are the coaches for the master camp. So again, that's on June 29, July 1, July 3. It's gonna be through Zoom from 5 p.m. 10 p.m. Don't worry, guys. You'll have if you're part of the master camp, you'll have copies of the recording, so you can always go through the sessions. Again, it's for 15,000, but if you use ojMD discount code, you get 3,001 peso discount. So the ticket would only
Yeah.
be for 11,999. Again, it's a
Amazing.
3-day master camp. It's very interactive. As what I mentioned, I'm a student. I'm an alumni. I'm part of batch 4 or master camp batch 4. I'm also gonna be joining batch 5 for support. So I hope to see you guys there. Ayan. And
Right.
mas magiging in-depth yung magiging discussion ni Coach Ron, since tama, Coach Ron, they're required to take the test, right? The Gallup test. It's included
Yeah,
in the
may free na
package.
yon na assessment. Yes.
Oo. So itong shinare ko sa inyo, ito lang ha, not this one, not the 32, ba?
Po.
32, 34.
34.
Not the 34, but you'll find out what your
Top
top
5.
5 is. And then,
Yes.
as I mentioned, mas in detail, mas in-depth yung magiging discussion of your strengths with that session. And there's also breakout sessions, so you also get to discuss all the topics with your batchmates in this master camp. Ayan.
Yes.
So again, Coach Ron, thank you so much for gracing us with your time
Thank
tonight.
you.
And we'll see you in Master Camp Batch 5. Ayan. So to everyone watching, I'll be posting again more information in the group. Thank you for watching us tonight. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you, Coach Ron. Goodbye.
Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.